We want to find a cure, but at the same time, there are people that have to live with this every single day. And if there's some way that we can make it a little bit better, I think that's where the magic of the organization comes in.
The Leukemia Lymphoma Society is actually very new to me. My father was diagnosed last year with multiple myeloma. And in that process of, kind of grieving over what was happening in our lives, I did a little research, found LLS. So for me, it's kind of like a new community, a new family, new friendships.
I got involved with LLS because of my dear tiny friend, Peyton Allen, and it was really my first introduction to leukemia. Peyton was 6 when we found out, and it was hard to watch her and her family go through that. I felt helpless. I wanted to do something.
I've been in remission for almost 2 years, and working on this campaign helped me to give a purpose to what I went through. It's great things for each one of us, even though we're going sometimes to the hardest times in our lives. My name is Jaime Valdez.
My name is MWOY.
I'm Jennifer Price.
My name is Mary Jo Doherty. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma in 2013. I had a lot of back pain, and I just assumed it was a sports injury, so I was a very active person. I finally decided to go to a sports medicine doctor. She took an x-ray, and then she said, "Oh, it looks like you're doing everything fine." And then later on the day, she called me and said, "Can you come back in for an MRI?"
I started feeling a little tired, and I went for a blood test, and next thing I knew, my doctor called me and said that I needed to go to the emergency room. I was diagnosed with leukemia.
Then when I went to see the oncologist out at CU Medical Center, the doctor asked me to check into the hospital that day because I needed to have some spine surgery. My L3 vertebrae had basically been eaten away by the cancer.
In January of 2015, my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. I knew, at the back of my mind, even though I was really scared, I knew that she would get through it. I am Hannah Mosier.
I'm Hannah Dowd.
And I am a Student of the Year candidate.
My name is Sarad Tomlinson.
I am Marcia Nelson.
My name is Joe Bimeford. About this time of year, last year, my dad was actually diagnosed with blood cancer.
My father had lung cancer and died when I was in high school. And so, but he was able to live for 4 years after they had told him he'd only have about 6 months.
Because of the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, the money raised helps bring out new trials, which in turn help my dad.
A lot of the research that LLS does is not only for leukemia and lymphoma, et cetera, but it also is used for other forms of cancers. So it contributed to him being able to survive a little while longer and watch his kids grow up. I'm doing it for my two friends, Damien and Leslie. Their story is absolutely brutal. Damien was diagnosed with Hodgkin's, and it was right after the birth of their son. And then they were getting ready to have their second child a couple years later, and his wife Leslie actually had the same diagnosis.
My mom works at a cancer research facility, and she's a rock star, and I've seen everything that she does, and she exposed me to this, so thought I'd give it a try.
I really want to make sure that my efforts can reach out and educate, specifically the Black community. We're not immune to it. Cancer's not prejudice, right?
At the end of the day, know that the money we raise in this campaign is going to help somebody else find a success story like ours, which is funding new research and ultimately finding a cure for blood cancer.
They're trying to cure cancer, and every cent of that helps, and if I contribute $1 to that, it's an accomplishment to me.
I hope that it inspires people to find a cure and just keep pushing forward and know that even with such devastating news as a cancer diagnosis, it's not over and you can never give up.
I've never felt more connected to a community and inspired by a community than I have since I've joined this challenge. Everybody's in it together. We all want the same thing. It definitely gives me hope.
My campaign doesn't end May 20th, right? It's an ongoing battle. Cancer doesn't stop on May 20th, so we can't stop either.
To see both of them in remission is something that's truly amazing, and I think it's a testament to the work that the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society has done directly. Because years ago, the chance of survival was so much less that, you know, their kids may not have parents. I may not have a best friend. You have to think the work that we're doing is good.